Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. What do we need to know here?
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win.
Tigers look to finish off a sweep of the Minnesota Twins here today. Remain undefeated in AL Central play as Justin Henry Malloy leads off against Pablo Lopez, who fires in a first pitch strike. I still have no idea whether I love or hate the Twins, Twin Cities uniforms. I can't tell if they're great or too simple. I don't know.
Pablo Lopez will deliver.
Down low to Malloy.
And now it's even 1-1.
Facing the ace, essentially, of this Minnesota Twins staff. 5-pitch pitcher, really good fastball, topping out at 97. 96, just dotted up and away. 1-2, 2 fastballs from Pablo. And inside, 2-2. And just anybody with a fastball-sinker combination is going to be tough to face, however. Lopez not going to throw that sinker much. Swing and a miss. Only 95, but up and in to Malloy. And Lopez strikes out the leadoff hitter.
Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they
wasn't where I was expecting that to be.
And when they've got him up against
Lopez did a good job just working all around the
did a
zone.
nice job right there.
And here's Carpenter.
The batter now, Kerry Carpenter.
Lynch shot, it just misses in. Wind blowing, I would say, in from right field today. I don't know if that's entirely true. In the air to left center field. Fastball down and in on Carp, and they're a 2-way here in the first.
And there are 2 down.
Certainly not Carp's pitch. Unfortunate that we bid on that. So it'll be Riley Green here. Torkelson, our team leader in home runs, if Riley Green can reach. And only 1 home run for Riley, which has been a bit of a big surprise. But that win, I would say, we are seeing that in from right field, really hurting these lefties more than it's helping. 0-1 to Riley. I mean, that's just a theme for every game. Yeah, changeup got in on us. That was in off the plate. 1-1 on Green. Up high.
Missed.
I would say some good command for Lopez here early on. He is working just off the edges, trying to get some chases.
And that one fouled off.
Lowered it down just a little bit right there. 11 pitches in, 2-2 on Green. Nasty pitch, however, back up the middle for a slow rolling base hit. That'll extend the inning for Torque. And when you're struggling like Riley is, that things like that can get you going.
He had 3 hits.
Torque foul.
Is fouled off.
Hanging sweeper. I wouldn't do that again if I was Pablo. And right to second base. From the sweeper to the fastball, couldn't get the timing right. Riley Green with a 2-out hit. But the Tigers cannot score. We see Casey Mize for the third time this season, 1-1. ERA whip way higher than you'd like, but really got hit around hard his last start.
Being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being
Mize was the starter in that first game of the series against New York. 0-1 to Willie Castro.
Castro went deep in his most recent game.
Willie Castro did hit a home run last night against us.
That one off the mark, and the count is 2-0.
Not a bad time to throw the splitter. At least throw something over the plate, hopefully. Grounded foul by Castro. And Willie's just a really tough start to a game. Fastball, Castro late on that. Try this. 2-2. Slider perfect from Casey Mize.
That was pretty nasty.
Each of today's starters have started the day with a strikeout. As here's Miranda. Missed our spot with a sinker, but in for strike one.
1 out, base is empty.
Slider on the ground, Javier Baez. His first action of today.
And the home first moving
away
quickly today. 2 gone.
Now Mize, in that game against New York, did have a good first inning. It was the second where everything fell apart.
Last month, his on-base percentage was over 500. It's just ridiculous, man. I don't think my on-base percentage was ever 500 in a month. This guy's
so here's Carlos Correa. Has had success in this series, but not usually till late in games.
Carlos Correa stands in now and watches strike one.
Ran 1 for 6 in his career against Casey Mize. 1-1.
Shortstop takes the ball.
Sinker.
That pitch is
pretty good pitch.
Well, as a hitter,
Correa just doesn't appear ready to swing the bat.
But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough
curveball on the ground.
Out to short.
Andy Ibanez is short today.
Tosses
and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Casey Mize.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for the
Gotta
Twins.
like what we saw on the mound there in that first. Torres, McKinstry, and Tomas Nido to hit in the second for Detroit.
Here's Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres has been on base in both games since his return to the Tigers lineup.
Lopez back to work. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's going to be a rough matchup for the Tigers bats today if we've got a Pablo Lopez that's just on. In the air to center, Buxton is there.
Balls it in, and there's one away.
Pretty weak contact off the bat of Gleyber. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Squared it up, but just didn't do anything off the bat.
Zach McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry was actually quite productive in his last game played.
And first
away. I mean, it's the same pitch that Gleyber just got. Almost same damn location.
And that drops in for a strike. Clyde
Longest slider to
home plate
us.
duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone.
Home plate umpires Clyde Washington. Hopefully he's better than who we just saw in Mudcats franchise.
And are able to command their off-speed stuff. Tend to have some pretty good success.
Inside on McKinstry.
1 and 2. Second inning here. No
20th
score.
pitch to be thrown by Pablo Lopez. So we're not doing a great job, but we're not doing a terrible job in terms of the pitch count. Up high, 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Flew across the country to see Pablo Lopez. That's new. Inside. And he continues. I mean, that's 3 straight fastballs that have just been off the edges. 3 really good takes by McKinstry. Down low.
Right there. He was down early.
1 out walk for McKinstry and the second Tigers base runner. The first before 2 outs is here's Tomas Nido.
Tomas Nido at the plate.
Well, we're going to ignore the flinch there on that. Nito, a right-hander that does have more success against right-handed pitching. Down low 2-0, and maybe Pablo Lopez knows that, or he's lost some command. 6 straight have missed the zone.
You're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
Oh. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
It's one hell of a way to get back in the strike zone. Fastball dotted down and away. In the air. That'll get into the seats and foul. That is true. Minnesota is kind of in the middle, isn't it? 2-2 on Nito. And into right field. That one's going to get down. An odd little play out there in right. So we're going to hold McKinstry at second.
So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, they flew halfway across the country. They live on one of the coasts. Maybe.
Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
2 on, 1 out. Now here is
Andy Ibanez. Back in the lineup against the right-hander. We've been using Andy primarily as just a specialist against left-handed pitching. But he's actually had more success against righties. And Andy Ibanez, perfect into the left center field gap. Little bit of a stack up on the base pass. Nito heading up to third. He's in there safely. It's 1-0 Detroit. I don't know what happened there, but it all worked out. Andy Ibanez with a double. Somebody had gone back, I don't know, thinking that ball was going to get caught or something. And that was a really close play on Tomas Nito.
Javi Baez digs in right side. Golden opportunity.
So here's Javi Baez. 7 RBIs on the year. Good couple of them came last night. That's a really good fastball down and away to Javi. And Baez into right field. That will get another run home. We'll hold that second runner as we have Malloy coming up now. And Javi Baez just continues to get it done. He is not hitting for power by any stretch of the imagination. He did hit a home run yesterday. But man, oh man, we're batting over 400 with Javi Baez.
So the lineup flips over. And here's the Tiger leadoff man,
Justin Henry Malloy.
He's 0 for 1.
Oh.
Big swing and a miss.
Must have been out in front on that. Nope. I don't know how Malloy missed the pitch like that. Down and in, 1-1.
Ibanez at third. Baez.
Rough inning for Pablo Lopez. 32 pitches now, still only 1 away here in the second.
Next offer in there.
That sinker just gets on you so quickly. He's got a sinker just about, I mean, it is the same speed as his fastball. You see it start to break and think that it could go low, and it doesn't. All the way to the backstop, but we may have made a mistake sending the runner home. And Ibanez is tagged out at home plate. Ball got past the catcher, but I forgot just how little space there is back there behind home plate. And that gets a good kick off the bricks, and all of a sudden, Minnesota's got a chance to really limit some damage here. 2-2 on Malloy.
Misses, and a full count now.
That's a tough one, and you do not want to face Carpenter this inning if you're Minnesota. Fouled away. That will drop.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
It's expecting a dive there. Never got one.
He's having a hard time catching up.
3-2 again on Malloy. And Justin Henry Malloy, left field, and foul. Oh, did he get a ton of that thing? 5 feet foul.
And a pitch.
Fouled away another one. Another fastball in the same damn spot.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
Check swing. We did not go. That is a walk to Justin Henry Malloy.
Earl Hendricks with the call.
And the inning will extend for Kerry Carpenter.
That's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Pablo Lopez. Can't believe what's going on. Ground ball foul. That's a good first pitch changeup. I mean, after all those fastballs to Malloy, obviously we're looking for that. We're timed up for that. That's a really good pitch.
2 on, 2 outs.
Up high.
Good purpose pitch right
1-1. 41 pitches. Not through the second. Oh.
Swing and a foul out of
Went after that. That may have been. I thought it was a tad high. 1-2 on Carpenter, and he took a good chunk off of that fastball. And that one hit hard, but right at Bader in left field. 2 runs for Detroit. That's a pretty good inning after not much happened in the first. And a long inning against a really good starter in Pablo Lopez.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis.
The Tigers give a 2-0 lead here to Casey Mize.
This is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a
There's just 11 pitches there in the first inning, and now we have Royce Lewis, who's had a good series. In the air to right. I don't know what it is about the Twins bats, but their balls are carrying out of here this series. Especially the last 2 games. Slider away to Royce Lewis, and he drove it out of here. Second straight game with a home run, and the Twins are on the board. It's 2-1.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking
It just
ball down.
feels like Minnesota is getting things done on, for the most part, some good pitches.
Here's Byron Buxton. 2 for 8
It's another pitch that misses a little bit, but for the most part, it's right where we wanted it.
Buxton.
This ball will miss there from Mize.
Mize winds and deals.
Trying to
Foul
foul.
ball there.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers.
And the 1-1.
Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll
Huh?
probably right the ship soon.
Yeah, the 2-1
Missile
hammered, but
foul by Buxton. 2-2. Got him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Slider comes through the front
And he'll be
door.
beating himself up on the way
In the
back
middle
to
of the
the
house,
dugout.
essentially,
Got a
but
pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that's
Byron
Slider.
Buxton strikes out. He's got him way out in front.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
One away for Ryan Jeffers.
That's in for a strike. That one
Foul
foul
hard.
off.
So glad
Sinker
these
missed its
ballparks
spot,
have
certainly.
installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Good splitter by Mize. Hell, try the same pitch again.
Good
Missed.
eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strike.
1-2.
Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2.
Sometimes you got to
All right.
get back into an at bat, take some tough pitches,
2-2.
even out the count.
Nasty curveball. Fouled away
One
by
out,
Jeffers.
bases empty,
Just
and a
missed
run
that
in the
low
bottom
inside
half of inning
corner.
number 2. That's down and in.
That's 3 really good takes in this AB for Jeffers. 3-2. And that's a walk.
And that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat.
Bunch of good pitches in that AB thrown by Mize. Jeffers fouled away every single one of them.
Drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Bader.
In the box here. Lets that one go.
Ball 1.
And a strike in there. Bader, guy who played his
I have no
college ball
idea.
at the University of Florida. From
Wow.
the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High
Sometimes
School.
it's the mistakes that are your
Jeffers
best pitches.
stands at first with
That was
one
a
out.
really good one. 1 and 2. In the air,
And
center
that one
field,
lifted in the
Riley
air,
Green.
center field. Green settles under it.
Backing up underneath it. That got a little
There's 2
scary.
gone.
There's 2 away.
Edouard Julien.
Edouard
Now
Julien.
homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Julian.
And there's a strike.
Just not been a factor for the most part in this series. He did hit a home run, oddly enough.
That clips the corner.
Split her in. Oh, you are kidding me. Right center field. That could get a run home, and I'd be willing to say it will. Throw by Torres, not in time. Tie game, Edouard Julien.
Well, it certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
I think he's been a
Everything was
factor in the
mechanically
series now.
sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact.
Dude, that's such a good pitch, too. Minnesota does damage on the best pitches we throw.
At the plate, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. And there's
They
the
don't
strike.
do dick on the actual mistakes, but they punish good pitches.
And there's a breaking ball that drops.
And
in
let me
there.
guess, Deshaun Kiersey here is going to foul off like 5 straight.
In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch
Off
is
to
going
a
be.
good
You
start
just
in
gotta
that
hope you can
regard.
make contact.
Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Umpire will help us out a little bit.
They get 2
Damage, I
wins
guess,
on
is
even
limited,
again.
but the
We
Minnesota
went 2
Twins
full. We are tied.
Of course, Casey
2-2.
Mize to pitch a long inning. 2-2 through 2.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
7-3 over our last 10. After we got that first win against the Mariners. And 2 of those losses to the Yankees. So what you gonna do? We played well in that series finale as well. And put up a good chunk of runs in game 1 of that series. 3-4-5 for Detroit against Pablo Lopez, who's gonna need a quick inning in here really soon, you would think.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the
That
count.
elevated fastball is
Next
going to get a
offering is
lot
foul
of
back.
swings today, and yet it's just not a real great pitch for much of this team to hit.
Got him.
Fired in the
lefty.
fastball.
And that's the first out.
Frustrating end to that bat.
Middle and to Riley
Sure, it's
Green,
gonna sit
and
on for a little
Pablo
while.
Lopez
You wanna
strikeout number
really hit
2.
The fastball, sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Torkelson batting for the second time, and that strike.
All right.
Pitch is in there, and the count is 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked
Once again, I don't think I should have said anything because Pablo Lopez looking for a quick inning, all right.
He's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And
1-2.
1. Tied up here in the
The
early
fuck are you
going.
doing about any of those?
Fights
Out
that one
away.
away, still 1-2.
Fastball low, but I felt it was close enough to get a swing. Really wasn't, but
One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Swing and a miss by Torque.
Gets talked about a lot, but
Back-to-back strikeouts for Lopez. And he's fucking dialed here in the third.
More recent years, but with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball.
If Torque is able to make contact on that, it's in on the fucking hands.
Rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So
Ball
very
one to
difficult
Torres.
to get the barrel on.
Torres, the next to hit, takes ball one.
In the air, left field, Gleyber Torres, foul.
Racing after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
Not sure it had home run distance. 1-1 on Gleyber.
The 1-1.
Shot, slow with a
Hitter's
sweeper.
Looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff.
Tried to jump on a fastball. Gleyber fouled it straight back. 2-2.
2 outs. Giants misses. Full count now.
Some of the best pitches to hit we've seen this inning have come to Gleyber. In the air. Left center field. It's not really carrying, though, and Byron Buxton is underneath it. Gleyber battled a little bit to at least do a little bit of more damage to Pablo Lopez's pitch count than we otherwise would after 2 quick outs.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Willie Castro.
Tough matchup here, I'd say, for Mize. Tie game, top of the Twins order. Right back to Casey. He bobbled it. Throw on to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 3rd inning, by the way. Game is not moving along quick.
Towards home plate after releasing that perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to
Of course,
hit.
Mize continues. Here's Jose Miranda. And that one's going to drop.
In the air.
He's got to make sure this doesn't get past us. It did, but it will not cost us.
First pitch swing in, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. You know what they
Miranda
say,
just
couldn't have thrown
bloops
it
one out there.
And certainly the case
Correa.
that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and
Got
dropped
him
it in there.
flying out
The
in
batter
front.
now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hanger, Twins 4, Tigers 2.
One is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings.
Hanging curveball from Mize, and Correa takes it deep.
And it paid off for him in a big way.
Is Carlos Correa back?
That one was a
Perhaps
hanger.
maybe in game he
Typically
is.
don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One down. So up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. And that
Royce
is
Lewis,
for
who
a
has
strike.
been the
0-1.
guy in the
Lewis
Twins
getting
order
started
that has
third,
just
batting in the cleanup spot.
done the
And
most
he's been
with
touching
where
home
he's
plate
been
quite a
pitched.
bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. Inside.
1-1.
Yeah, that's ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Splitter fouled away. And the 1-2.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
That
Dot
wasn't an
from
easy
Mize,
pitch to hit.
gotta
It's
say.
much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Curveball.
Ground ball to
Got
the
a
right
piece
side.
of that,
And
too.
foul
How do
ball.
people get strikeouts in this game, man?
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2.
2-2 on Lewis.
Across in the inning here in the last half of the 3rd.
In the air to center. That is apparently off the wall.
And that one is
I have no idea where the ball is. I'm chasing it down. Royce Lewis could go inside the park home run. It's a triple.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard.
A ball hit into the right center field gap, bounced all the way to left center.
One down, runner at third. And next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. That's in there.
Yeah, thank you, meter lag.
Lewis takes his lead with one away.
Right now, I think we just need a stopgap if we're able to find one.
And that's down.
And Myers just can't throw strikes on the edges. He can throw strikes right down the fucking middle. Can't throw strikes anywhere else. Ground ball. Baez, throw to first. They don't send the runner.
That takes care of Buxton.
Out number 2. Interesting call. I guess if they send the runner, we got plenty of time to throw that home. But
Well, Chris, through the early stages,
Jeffers,
he hasn't
strike
been very
1.
efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Casey Mize and the rest of this Tiger staff
the way the game is run
through
now, doesn't even matter
the first 2 pitches, great. Everywhere else,
teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss.
Slider out of the zone will end the inning. Carlos Correa goes deep, and the Twins will lead by 2.
It's now
A hanging curveball, and Correa all over it.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Well, it's the first time the Tigers have trailed this series. 6-0 lead in Game 2, and that's really when the home run ball started working for the Twins. They have 6 home runs against us through about the 5th inning of yesterday's game to now. 1 from Pablo.
Well, the offense has gotten going.
And I mean, his pitch count's a mess. 58 pitches. And if we're able to get him through another long inning, his day could be over really soon. 2-0 and McKinstry.
And that's ball 2. And another ball.
McKinstry drew a 4-pitch walk his first time. He's going to do it again.
So a leadoff walk.
They can't stop Zach McKinstry.
Now he has somebody to worry about.
They don't want to pitch to Zach McKinstry.
Tomas Nido up now for the Tigers. Singled and scored his first time.
Number 7 hitter Tomas Nido. All right.
That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Not what we're after. 0-1 on Nido. Oh.
And strike 2.
Oh.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Haven't hardly seen that 12-6. Up high.
That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Rip foul. It's another good foul off from Nido. That one down the line in left field. That one is all the way to the wall. Zach McKinstry will hold at third.
Runner stop, second and third.
Nido at second base. That is a double for Tomas Nido. Hey, he's got batting gloves in game. I'll have to change that. What a difference maker Tomas Nido has been in his short time with Detroit here. Where,
so digging in,
I mean, we were getting nothing out of the catcher position at the plate. Jake Rogers and Dylan Dingler below 200. And here's Andy Ibanez. Andy Ibanez right back up the middle. We will score McKinstry. Nido will stay at third. Still nobody out in the inning, and now it's Javier Baez.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Right back to Pablo Lopez. Andy Ibanez is 2 for 2. He's got a fastball, just middle. Baez 1 for 1. Ground ball. It's going to be 2 outs, but that will get the tying run home. Baez find a way to bring home runners, even in ways like that. We were way out in front of a hanging changeup middle end.
Clips the corner.
How much you're going to do about that? Colombe, who we've seen, and Brock Stewart, also warming up for the Twins, is Pablo Lopez. Will throw pitch 7. Wow!
Bases empty.
Oh, man.
2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4.
Yeah, good luck with that. Check swing. We went around. What the fuck were we supposed to do after the first 2?
Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So they get a
Jesus Christ. Tigers tie it up. Bottom of the 4th we go.
And we are tied 4-4. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Harrison Bader.
7, 8, 9. Due up against Mize, we do have Brisky and Herder up in the pen if Mize is not going to be able to get this done. Left field, Malloy on the run. He cannot get it. We were right there, but maybe a little bit behind the ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs.
And I think we let Mize try and handle this against Julian. But I mean, the wiggle room is small.
Just waiting for the right pitch to come their way.
2-0 to Julian.
Patient at bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've played it 4 runs already. So
Fouled
I think
off.
it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Check swing, and he went. And that's
Tied it. Check swing, and he went. What does that matter? 3-2. We have lost control of a lot of our off speed. Ground ball to Ibanez. That will keep the runner where he is. One away here in the 4th. We don't want to flirt with an intentional walk here. Top of the order.
Here's a speed threat. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. went down on strikes his first time through.
Here's Kiersey.
Ball 1, no strike.
And really all Mize has to do here is just throw strikes. And we can't do that. 2-0. 3-0.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Willie Castro in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one finds the zone. They're now 3-1.
That's a walk.
4 to a board.
Pretty easy walk right there.
Casey Mize. Oh, man. I got to pull him fucking right now. He's going to go 3 1/3. It's been that much of a disaster here. With 2 away, the move will be to go to Brant Herder, who generally does not do a great job with runners inherited.
Late swing fouled off.
He can do great from a fresh inning. On the ground, it's a base hit into right. McKinstry's throw coming home. Oh, what a dime by Zach McKinstry.
He comes up firing, and there was an
What did we say about Herder? But what a fucking hero game from Zach McKinstry. He's walked twice on 8 pitches total and just delivered a dot from right field to snipe down Harrison Bader.
Jose Miranda, the next Twin up to hit. 1 for
That's
2.
a good pitch from Herder, too.
That catches the
Jose
zone for a strike,
Miranda.
0-1.
Runners on the
Here's
corners.
the
There
runner
are
at
two
third,
away.
Castro. On at first with 2 down.
Swing and a miss.
There.
On a changeup down low. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Up from Brant Herter. 2 outside of the pen. Unfortunate part is Herter probably can't go too long here tonight, but this game remains tied.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Twins.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Danny Coulombe.
Well, it's Danny Coulombe, I want to say, for the second straight day. As Kerry Carpenter leads off the 5th inning. 0 for 2.
Fought off foul.
Well, these Tigers
Carpenter
really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats.
extended
It's
a
been fun getting
hit
a chance to
streak
see 'em go to work.
last
It looked to
night
me like
against
they
a lefty.
Really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Went with the sinker, then the cutter. Far slower. 0-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really tough take. 1-2 on Cart. Just disgusting.
That's a strike.
Sinker down and in. Just low of the zone.
He's out in front there. Just needs to let the
Now
ball
it'll be
travel a
Green.
little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good
And I mean, this is what they did yesterday. They brought in the left-hander and just really neutralized a good chunk of this order.
This one
Green with a hard foul.
to the right. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now
That'll
one
miss
miss.
away.
1-1.
Certainly going to have to stay patient. Don't swing it any of that garbage away.
And a swing and a miss.
That was in the zone. To be honest, there's probably not much we're going to do with it, but that was defensive.
And that's
2-2 on Green.
And the count now
2
even
balls,
up.
2 strikes.
1 for 2, struck out his last time.
Tied at 4.
And full count on Riley.
And that's ball 3.
Bad matchup for the Twins upcoming with Torque on deck.
And down on strikes he goes. Coming out of the
Everything breaking away. I saw something breaking away. Problem was it was a sinker. Didn't have enough break to get out of the zone. Here's Torque. Look what they did to him last time.
swing and a miss.
And that cutter
As he
just
goes out
went
front
from
that time.
the outside part of the plate to missing in. Oh my.
Ball.
1-1. Now, Danny Coulombe, after pitching yesterday, doesn't have a lot in the tank here today.
Right through there for a strike.
I just don't see mistakes. At least middle of the plate mistakes. If they're making any sort of errors in location, it's still hitting corners primarily.
And that one is inside.
2-2 on Torkelson. Just not seeing much to hit.
Pitch
Great
misses
ball.
there.
2 strikes.
And now it's 3-2.
3-2 on Torque. Gleyber Torres due up. Oh, you can't be serious.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3
It's not impeccable
strikeouts.
command.
That's
You gotta
electric
fucking
stuff out
call,
there on the
man.
mound.
This Twins bullpen, each of the last 2 days, has just
Back in the
neutralized.
And in this
our
series,
offense.
it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Okay, so that's tough. I mean, yeah, today ain't ideal. Yesterday really drove up those numbers. Brant Herter versus Correa is not the matchup we want. However, we got Royce Lewis due up, who is much better against right-handers, as is Byron Buxton. So we're going to hope for an out here from Brant Herter.
Herter back to work. The shortstop
What a job he did against the Twins last night.
Are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perfect there from Brant.
It's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game.
1-2.
They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Sweeper, that's a fair ball. Minnesota just continues to crush. Good pitching.
It's a double and his second hit.
You can't be serious, man.
The count right there, but he didn't give in.
This team doesn't go away.
Line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Obligatory check. Ball. Yeah, great swing there, Royce. Ball is over there.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5.
For one, he swung at that. 2, I don't know how he made contact.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Here we go with Royce Lewis. Oh!
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Change up is fouled away
there.
again.
We'll do it again. Runner at second, nobody out.
What do we gotta do, dude? Maybe this.
2-2 now. Keeps the
No, he's gonna foul that off too. Back up the middle, played by Glaber. A little bit awkward.
Was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't.
Runner is up to third.
So up next,
Byron Buxton now.
Byron Buxton.
We're gonna trust Brant.
Great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind.
Honestly, I don't know if we have much of an option.
One more thing he's got to think about.
And that is out of play.
Woo. Don't make a mistake with this.
Oh. Downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Next pitch is
Changeup misses again.
That's a really good take.
Plate discipline for the Minnesota Twins was not their strength through 2 games. In the air, right center field. Riley Green is on the run, but the Minnesota Twins are going to take the lead again.
The relay throw.
5-4.
Get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in.
I don't know how this team continues to hit the ball well on really well executed pitches, but they're doing it.
Time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ryan Jeffers.
Right through there for a strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did.
And this is that's what makes this whole experience so perplexing. Pitches like that, primarily not doing much.
Swing and a bounce.
Chopper to Baez. That'll end the inning. The Twins take the lead as we head to the 6th inning.
So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left.
4 runs on 6 hits for Detroit, 5 on 8 for the Minnesota Twins. It is Torres, McKinstry, and Nito due up next.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th.
So even more bullpen action will enter this game. They got, I guess, what they wanted out of whoever the hell.
Well,
Leading off for Detroit,
one-run
the
game.
second baseman,
Gleyber Torres getting ready to hit.
Danny Colon, that guy. Gleyber Torres is 0 for 2. Brock Stewart, 5-pitch reliever. Really good fastball. Features a sweeper as well.
First offering, and it just misses. Activity in the bullpen.
Odd to see Yohan Duran warming up here in the 6th. Are the Twins that short on pitchers? In the air from Gleyber Torres. And that didn't do anything off the bat.
And up next for Detroit.
What the fuck was that? Fastball middle in, turned on that sucker, and we took 20 miles an hour off it. And
the infielders on their toes a little bit more.
Zach McKinstry.
Won't be able to shift as aggressively.
Zach McKinstry has been on base 3 times. 2 4-pitch walks and now a hit by pitch. What did McKinstry do to them? Whoa, sweeper not called.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
1-0 on Tomas Nido. That one hammered but caught. Julian.
The dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this
2 away.
Baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now Andy Ibanez.
So 2 down now, and here is Andy Ibanez. And that
Late
one
on it.
fouled
I didn't want to sit fastball just middle of the plate. We got that last time with Andy.
205 pounds.
He does. Yeah, I'm going to fix that after this game. I kind of forgot.
2 outs. A little out front there as he swings.
Cutter didn't cut. It's that shit didn't move.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left.
What do you do?
7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Twins 5 and the Tigers 4.
I mean, hit one of the first 2 pitches, but
Here's the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader, Edward Julian, and Deshaun Kiersey. Bo Brisky's been warming up for a while. It's probably where this game is either going to be won or lost. Not a great matchup here.
Now pitching for the Tigers.
That one is upstairs.
Can't throw strikes.
Number 4, Bo Brisky.
And in reality, we should have secondary action warming up. So Canely. Pretty much Tommy Canely.
Next offer
Slider in,
there
strike 2 on Bader.
And it's 1 and 2.
No, I did not. I actually wound up having to drive before I could. Change up, and yet again, Minnesota is giving us fits on the change up here today. Sorry, misworded that. Not on the change up, but in 2 strike situations, they are just obnoxious.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's 3
and it's why we're 3 pitchers deep here.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Oh, my God. Go away, Minnesota. How many times do we got to do this? How many times do we got to sit here and have fucking bums fouled off 6 pitches straight?
The next Twin up to hit.
Julian.
Fastball for a strike.
It's 0-2 all day long, and yet they just continue.
Pitch misses inside.
I shouldn't say it's 0-2. It's 2 strikes all day long.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Here we go again.
Strike three, got him with the backdoor breaking ball.
No, I'd say
It's a call we deserve at this point.
When a pitcher's getting that call, there's really not much you can do about it as a hitter. And you know what? Guys today are so disciplined to stay with their approach and game plan.
Makeup call from earlier.
So digging in, Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
Sean Kiersey is batting .400 despite being 0 for 1.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike.
Dot
at
from
95.
Breesky.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That
Send Bo Breesky down, Detroit, please. Has he had a good outing for this team yet?
7-4. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot
That is
of
the
fun at the plate in
7th
this one.
Minnesota
They've got
home run
working for them on
in
autopilot.
24 hours.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter.
And the really only the second one off a really terrible pitch.
So the batting order turns over. This is Willie Castro. Here comes the skipper. And so
I haven't had a single good thing happen
hasn't pitched
when
in the
Bo
last 3
Breesky
games.
has pitched.
First pitch misses.
No, that's low.
He's been raking
What does
in
it
recent
take
games
to be
and
good at
big
this
leads
game,
around.
man?
Getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2-1.
Base is empty, 1 away.
I really
Here at
feel
the
like
bottom of the 6th.
if you're using meter pitching,
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
then if you do everything that the meter says you should do, then that pitch should go where you need it to go. Not miss by 2 feet from where you put it. Oh, wow. 2-strike foul. Hope you're ready for a game time near 2
One
hours.
down, base is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out.
Out number 2 in a 7-4 Minnesota lead.
And here's the first baseman, Jose Miranda.
Here's Jose Miranda.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was.
I struggled through 9 innings in Mudcats of the umpire being incompetent. I don't need to do it again.
The 1-1 is
Out
fouled
off
off.
of Tomas Nido. In the air left field. It's really the first ball seemingly put in play in a while that we have a play on.
But the Twins
Deshaun
win
Kiersey. That's a
2-0.
Deshaun?
It's now a 7-4 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Okay. All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we see
Second
Justin
base of the
Topa. He's got that
program.
weird little
Justin
hitch in
Topa.
his delivery,
We all
doesn't he?
know about his slider. It's just filthy,
6
man.
games this
One of the
year.
better ones in the
ERA
game, I'd
is
say.
elevated.
Swing rate's very high.
9-1-2, so that does mean Baez, Malloy, and Carpenter. Javi Baez is ripped one to left, but yet again, there is no carry off the Tigers' bats today, even with some
Justin
harder
Henry
contact.
Malloy up now for the Tigers.
Struck out on just 3
Kind of
pitches
caught that
last
off the
time.
end of the barrel there with Javi.
First pitch
Oh,
doesn't find
it's
the zone.
Topa that
He's a
looks like
bullpen
he's
arm that
falling
keeps
off
ball
the mound,
in the ballpark.
'cause
But
he's
obviously,
falling off the mound.
Out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a
In the air to center. Justin Henry Malloy is giving one a ride, and it's gone. First of the season.
His first homer of the
Justin
year,
Henry
7-5.
Malloy
just relentless.
makes it
This team will not
7-5. Off a right-hander, no less, which is not the matchup for Malloy. But it's oddly enough where we've been hitting the ball harder with Jay Head.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall.
I saw Buxton try and scale the wall there. I got really scared. But he was out of here by the time that happened.
DH, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 3 in this
So here
one.
is Carpenter. Let's step out. We got plenty of time to warm up an arm. Give me Will Vest. Carpenter is 0 for 3. Oh,
They had a foul ball.
that's a filthy slider down and in. Didn't move to the last second.
Next offering is fouled back.
Then he goes sinker at the knees, and there you see it. The hit streak for Carpenter potentially on the line here. Not guaranteed to get another AB.
One down, base is empty.
Oh, my
Missed
God.
timeout. That's out number 2.
Really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there.
Should have seen that fucking coming.
Contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's Riley Green.
Here's Green.
1 for 3. And that drops in for a strike.
Be a little bit more patient here in this one. Ground ball and into right
That
field.
one finds its way through.
Second hit of the
So
day
2
for
out, that
Riley
keeps the lead
Green.
alive.
So we'll see Torque.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
In the air, left center field, Spencer Torkelson has driven one. It is in the air and in to the second deck.
To the second deck it goes.
Home run number 8 for Torkelson.
It's 7-7.
Tie game.
He only needed one swing to square it up.
Obligatory press to the button.
Second deck. There was a cutter away.
Oh.
That works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Yeah.
Here comes the skipper
Safe
out of
to
the
say
dugout,
Rocco
and he's ready to
Baldelli's
make
making
the
a move.
Justin Topa done for the afternoon, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
I think I do.
Now pitching for the
Yohan Duran.
Oh, what the fuck? What is this? Why is Duran their setup man?
So it's all tied up thanks to
Labor
Now it's the
Torres
second baseman,
against
Gleyber
Yohan
Torres.
Duran in a 7-7 game in the 7th. Torres
Swings
foul.
and fouls one off.
I mean, you're not going to get much out of Duran. Maybe he gets it to the 8th, but
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
or at least through the 8th. I don't know. Ground ball from
to short,
Ibanez, or rather Torres.
Tosses to first. Out number 3.
What an inning for Detroit. 2 home
But 2 round
runs.
trippers in this inning. The long
First
ball
of the
was
year
working.
for J-Hen.
We're deadlocked here
Followed
at
up by the
7-7.
8th
You're
torque
watching Major
bomb
League Baseball on
of the
show.
season.
Back at target
Here
field,
you go.
bottom of the
For the
7th.
Twitch.
Now Correa up
That's
to
your
hit.
stop. Carlos.
Well, we will head to the pen again and bring on Will Vest,
So the Tigers get a new arm from
who
the
has
pen.
been mostly
Vest.
reliable
He
this
has a
season.
great slider.
However, the ball's
Tons of
flying out of target field
Number
here.
19.
in there at the knees.
Will.
That's strike 1.
He did allow a home run yesterday. In the air to center field. Riley Green
settles under it,
underneath that.
drops into the glove. 1 down.
Apparently, there's just no weak contact
Now batting,
here
third
in the
base.
Twin Cities.
Here's Royce Lewis. He's already homered
Royce
in this
Lewis.
game. And there's a foul
He
ball.
was out in front on that.
All
0-1.
tied up here, the bottom of the 7th.
That slider just
This
hooked
is
there
down
on
and
Vest.
away. Swing and a foul out of play.
That's
Really
two
great
strikes
change of
on
speeds.
Royce.
He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Foul those hard all he wants. I feel like I might just continue to throw that.
And a 1-2. Spoils the two.
Not if he's going to put air underneath it. Go! Got him!
Swing and a miss. And there's 2 down.
Royce Lewis way out in front on the slider.
Now batting. Center
And
And a
field,
strikeout for
Buxton.
Vest, and here is Byron Buxton.
And that's in for a
A
strike.
dot of a sinker from Will.
Now
1-1.
1-1.
Wow.
And a
Chase
foul
that.
ball.
Very dominant.
Twins
with that
really
fastball
can't make up
inside.
their
Hitters gotta
mind
be conscious of that. Now you have the outer
on
half of the
plate
to work
discipline.
with out there on the mound.
Oh my God. How do you take that?
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
And how do you foul that one off?
2 down, nobody on. Next offering is outside.
Really nice two-strike pitch right there. Very tempting.
Vest is about out of it. Fouled
Good
off
job to
again.
fight that one off.
We only need one more
Eighth
out.
pitch of the at-bat
Problem
coming up.
is, we have nobody else warmed up. Fouled off again.
And it remains 3-2.
How many
Always
foul
a tough time
balls
getting
do you
pitch
think
by
on
him
the
as a
channel
hitter.
here
You feel
tonight?
pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Got him
He
looking.
battled for a long time, but it finishes
Little
with
bit of a
strikeout.
battle
You can't be
there.
mad at yourself after an at-bat
Kind
like
of the
that.
way this game is
Down to the
gone.
Twins
Will
in order.
Vest
Still
punches
tied.
out Buxton.
7-7.
7-7 as we head to the 8th.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the.
So welcome on
Cole
Cole Sands,
Now the
right-hander.
right fielder, Zach McKinstry.
There are only 4 pitchers left in the Tigers' pen. And the majority of them you don't really trust. Brennan Hannafy, I think, is going to be our arm. Jeffers better against lefties. Bader, not really a threat either way. And Julian better against righties, but not anything ridiculous. So Cole Sands pitched last night, too. McKinstry back up the middle, and Zach McKinstry. Zach McKinstry is 1 for 1.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball,
I don't know why he's so pumped.
Hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get it.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, he's been a trendsetter. Most of the day, he scored 2 runs. Tomas Nido is 2 for 3.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
We'll take
Your base
that.
runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Oh. I think we were out in front of that
With
cutter,
2
and it's
strikes, may see
0-2
some movement over there at first
on
base,
Nido.
Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Missed
That's
away.
outside.
They really brought on Duran,
Go ahead,
though, to
run
get
aboard
1
at
out.
First, nobody out.
Ripped
Bounce it
foul.
off, still
Cutter down and
1-2.
away. Good swing from Nido. Couple of pitches we have not seen yet. In the air. Left field from Nido. That is foul.
Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
What a swing from Tomas Nido. Got a cutter. Just met it out in front. Fouled off
Fights
again.
that one away,
Fastball
still
just
1-2.
tall of the zone. Fouled off again.
And that's a foul ball.
I mean, it's just Cutter City. Cutter's on the outside part of the plate. Everything has been away.
smiling here as he fouls it away.
Fouled off again. All these cutters just in a line. Into center. That could drop. No. Byron Buxton comes in. And he had to play that perfectly. Here's Andy Ibanez. And once they started to get Nito out, the same happened to Andy. And into right field, base hit. Tigers with 2 on, 1 out. And that'll bring up Javier Baez.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first.
Not a great first pitch to swing at, but not a heater. He was able to fight that off to right field, and Cole Sands will now exit.
Cole Sands is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners.
And I mean, we've done damage to Minnesota here. Think about the effects that this is going to cause them as they play on in the season. Simeon Woods, we saw him yesterday. Simeon Woods Richardson. 2 on, 1 out against Baez. I wanted it, but wait for better. I mean, a long reliever started today's game IRL.
Nice job right there.
He's got stamina, but burned through a good chunk of that. Through the first 2 games of this series, I think we saw him both days. Just missed 1-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Baez into right field. I want to send the runner, but I can't.
Throw comes in quickly.
Bases are loaded here in the top of the 8th. It'll be Justin Henry Malloy with only 1 away. Gotta think anything other than a ground ball, I don't even want to say it, is gonna score a run. Fired in the fastball. Malloy's 1 for 3. Home run to dead center for his first of the year. Oh! To the knees, or from the knees, to the elbows. 0-2. Missed away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count.
Good job behind the plate to not let that get away. 1-2. Ground ball is foul. Why is my dad calling me at 9:30 p.m.? Why does my dad call me midstream all the time? 1-2 on Malloy. And Malloy crushes one left field. That one is down. 1 runs home. A second comes in. Malloy is out at second base. But it is 9-7 Tigers. Justin Henry Malloy. Carpenter with a ground ball that will end the inning.
They limit the damage here. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead.
I don't think we're safe, boys.
Tigers 9 and the Twins 7.
9-7 Tigers lead.
Bottom of the 8th, and here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers, 6'7", 8" for Minnesota here. Could we go with Will Vest again? Maybe get an out. We're going to go with Brennan Hanafy. Only 1 game this season, but it was a very impressive performance, and we learned to, really mostly trust his location. Sinker will miss down low.
And that
Center
drops in
in.
for a strike.
Tyler Holton's duty to handle the ninth.
Swinging a foul back.
Assuming this
that's out of play.
scoreline stays where it is.
And a ball and 2 strikes.
Sinker on the ground to Baez.
Third.
Javi's played a good third base,
Torkelson.
hasn't he?
1 up, 1 down.
That's a
Now
huge
batting,
defensive
the
play
left
in the
fielder.
late stage.
So
of the
Harrison
game.
Bader
Might
here.
not be the most
Bader.
challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Good slider
in the
from
box
Hannafy.
now. No balls and a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low
0-1.
percentage of success when you want to try to go after that
Late
down
on the
and away
fastball. And I mean, Hannafy's got a good one. Really, really does.
Line drive.
Slider is
And it
foul.
goes just foul.
Made a mistake with that. 0-2.
1 down, base is empty.
Ball 1.
And missed that fastball bad.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Wish I could tell you why, but I can't. On the ground, hard to
Hit hard on the ground is
Ibanez.
short.
Oh, how Bader rather got on top of that, but he did.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine,
Now
but that
back.
doesn't
2
mean it's always gonna be
away
smooth. He delivered a
for
good
Edward
play right
Julian.
there.
Julian.
Julian
Sinker
in the
called
box with
strike.
2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Change up right back to Hannafy. It bounced off of him, and that's going to extend the inning.
He's safe.
Did that fucking thing bounce off his face?
Now batting.
Now it's the right field.
Where did it... Huh? Oh, he got his glove up. It was gonna hit him in the face.
Sean Kiersey Jr.
Sean Kiersey Jr., who homered his last time up.
In the first
Ball
pitch misses
one.
for ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Changeup is fouled off.
Foul off left
Fastball
side.
also fouled off. And a very big pitch here for Hannafy.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
What do you want me to do? To strike anybody out?
The tying run at the plate.
Fastball
Now
in the
this is
air.
in the air
Malloy
down
with a
the
bad jump, but he's there.
For it, makes the catch.
Tigers will lead
1 left.
heading
Minnesota.
into the
They still
ninth,
trail
but
a
by
couple.
how
It's
much?
9-7.
It is a 9-7 game.
And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the center fielder, Riley Green.
Back and forth we go. Riley Green leads off against Simeon Woods Richardson. 3-4-5 for
Woods
Detroit.
Richardson back to work. That one's
Flinched
in there.
at it. Would have been late.
Strike 1. Action in the pen down
Castellano,
there.
who we saw
Castellano.
already in
And
this
loosening in the
series.
pen.
Griffin Jacks
warming
as
up
well for the Twins.
The 0-1. And
1-1.
misses
Curveball misses
inside.
well in. Down
And
low.
that's downstairs. And it's 2-1.
2-1 on
This
Green.
part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more
Oh,
likely
before
there's
it-
some
before
basic.
it's too late, let's get up
Be
Tyler
patient.
Holton.
Let the pitcher walk you, if you will.
Only two pitchers left in our pen, and they are Maeda and Brebbia. So really gonna hope that Holton hangs on.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we're
Pitch there.
finally seeing the effects of a day game here at Target Field. Not so much for us, but the umpire can't see either.
Back to the dugout.
Just off the inside edge.
Full count there on Green. Should be 3-1. Should be ball 4, to be honest. Riley Green, left center field. That one is gonna get down. It is the third single of the day for Riley. And if it's not for Byron Buxton in center, that is extra bases.
Spencer Torkelson will hit next.
Here is Torque. I mean, I just do not get what we are doing.
Woods Richardson, 24 years old, and he was drafted in
Dude,
the
just imagine what's going to happen when we get
2018.
a new live series, when roster updates happen. Torque is going to get better.
And now the count is
1-1.
Nobody out. Runner at
His
first.
success, IRL, has been outstanding. Been really fun to watch.
So a
Fouled
foul
off
ball
1
makes
and
it
2
1-2.
for Torkelson. Haven't seen a slider or a change. Went fastball down and in. That is just rough, but it's overthrown, which is going to negate a double play.
Turn throw to first is way offline, and I have to think the runner.
I don't know what sort of
second
Ash
that.
magic
You
is
can't
going
assume the
on
double play,
in
but
Pick the
because
Stick.
batter moves up
That
past
should
first,
be...
he does get charged with
Torque
the
has
throwing
fought
error right
off
there.
negatives
Here's Gleyber
like
Torres.
nobody else. I don't understand. Runner on second. One away. Gleyber. Gleyber, base hit. No! And Riley is caught,
There's one.
or Torque rather, caught in a rundown.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous
That
play,
got
but for
snagged
him,
by
the
Correa.
broken in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball's going to be
Oh
right
my
behind
God, I would have been
you
better
got a
off
clean
just sending
transfer,
him.
Pop back up to the feet and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
Well, what a day for Zach McKinstry. His 5th trip to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Ground ball is foul.
Fouled off.
We will schedule Tyler Holton.
That
1-1.
one missing inside.
Whoa.
Just missed.
Really is getting tough to
Torres
see out
off of
here.
First with 2 away.
And that's why we were talking the other day about the glare on the batter's eye and not happening till later in the games. Like, in the fall, or summer in the fall, I guess, more towards fall, the batter's eye is a bitch in, like, the 5th, 6th inning. But here today, it kind of waited.
Fouls
All
off that play,
fastballs
back
to
our left.
McKinstry, 2-2. Swung at the good ones, took the bad ones. Ground ball, and they are finally
Got him on the
gonna
off-balance
get
throw.
Zach
And the
McKinstry.
inning's over. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. To
But
the
how
bottom
about
of the
Zach
ninth
on
we
base
go.
4
Top of the
times?
order, 2-up. Tigers 9 and the
Top of the
Twins
order
7.
will be due up against Tyler Holton.
Now pitching for the
We're back, and on the mound is the closer,
number
Tyler
87.
Holton.
Save opportunity for him right
Tyler
here.
Holton, 3
He's
for
their
3
guy.
in
Time to
save
lock this one
opportunities
down
on the
and get out of
year.
here with the W.
Leading off.
Back to the
for
top of the
Twins.
order now.
Willie
The
Castro.
DH, Willie Castro. That one's in there. Strike one.
Last couple, though, have been rough.
And
Change
that's
up
there for a
in.
strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a
Oh.
little bit higher because you'll have a tendency
Late
to chase
late swing
if
there
you
by
look down in that
Castro.
area.
Cutter, strike 3.
Looking.
Holton
Well, he's
just
gonna have some
dotted
thinking to do when
one.
He leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third
Tigers are
strikeout.
2 outs
This one
away
looking, obviously,
from a
so he's
series
been a little
sweep of the
overmatched.
Minnesota
Gotta find a way
Twins and a
just to be more
6-0
competitive
start
up there at the plate.
in the American League Central.
Miranda now in the box.
Miranda chases
Comes up
a
empty
sinker
with a swing
low.
there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Got away with one.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the
Not about
last
that.
half of inning number 9.
Cutter in the air.
Swinging a high
McKinstry
fly
on the
ball down
run.
right field line.
He will make the catch. And Minnesota is down to their final out. I didn't even think about the rally thawing in this game.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Carlos Correa.
Just a chaotic game, start to finish.
There's the strike of the
And a
knees.
finish that hasn't yet
Game, everyone
been
gets a little
reached.
tighter. Way to
Here's
get ahead.
Correa.
A really good hitter right there.
And to center field.
Back up the middle and a base
Tying
hit.
run will
Joey
come
gets
to the
on base,
plate,
keeps it going.
and we are not out of Minnesota yet.
His hot hitting continues.
And guess
They kept
what?
him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now
Royce
is passing
Lewis.
the baton. And
Good news
everything
is
to get
Royce
started
Lewis
with
hits
this guy.
better, I think,
So a man at
against
first.
right-handers, and he
Royce
does.
Lewis,
He's still
the
a
next to
threat,
hit.
though, against lefties.
First
Sinker
pitch
is
just
low.
misses.
Byron Buxton the same. In the on-deck circle. So you gotta feel like our chances to win this game are good.
Tying run at the plate.
Just missed that cutter. Oh! In the air, left field, Malloy is on the run, and he will make the play. Mistake with the fastball on the final pitch. But the Detroit Tigers
Sweep, good way to finish this series.
have
You're
won
headed
their
to another
first
city for
6
another one.
games
Gotta maintain the same focus
against
whatever
AL
you're doing
Central
in this city.
opponents.
Make sure you're doing the same thing.
And in these
National.
last
Do the
two,
same thing,
I
the
don't
same
know
way,
how.
Get to the ballpark at the same time.
Man, oh man. 9-7 win. Will Vest gets his first win of the season. Cole Sands picks up the loss. And Tyler Holton earns save number 4. Tigers are back at it tomorrow. It's the Milwaukee Brewers.